Okay, I was just showing Michelle around our new flip house and some of the things that we had done so far. So as you can see, we took out a couple of walls here. This was like a pantry. And so the idea is that we're gonna open all this up, make this a living room, and into just like a flow into the kitchen. So
see, that's a great idea, because this, as you can see, I mean, it's a nice sized pantry, but what a tiny little living space, right?
Yeah.
So that was smart. Why did you decide, just basically?
Actually, Matt did.
Oh, okay.
Matt figured it out. We like had went back and forth because I actually originally thought that this would be cool, a cool pantry. So I was like, it's big, we'll have space. But Matt, who's our project manager, smart guy, smarter than us, was like, no, I think we should make this a big living room, because obviously people like bigger living rooms. And this was a pretty small living room to begin with.
Yeah, that's small.
And then another problem that we have is there's not stairs.
Oh, yeah.
At the back here.
Let's see. Yep. What are you going to do? Do you think you'll put a concrete pad out there?
I have no idea what we're going to do here.
Okay.
Matt has some sort of plan, or we're like brainstorming. The real question is, how much is it going to cost?
Right.
Because we could put a pad, we could build a patio, but I don't think the ARV in this neighborhood, or what the final price is going to be worth in this neighborhood, is going to justify that. And as you can see, somebody broke this window.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The joys.
The joys of a flip house, right? Every little detail needs done.
Yep, so in the kitchen, I think we're going to leave these and paint them. That's pretty standard for what we do.
Okay. And they're solid wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then why not, right? You
Yeah.
might have to repair some of them, of course, but.
Yeah. And then this was this is just where you walk in from the patio. And this is like a weird room. And the guy actually built this wall, and you can't tell,
Yeah.
to change it into another bedroom.
I see.
So, and you can kind of see like through there. So we're gonna patch this up and leave it another bedroom.
Okay.
And make this the coat room, right? So you just walk in, here's your master bedroom through here, but you walk in and you get to hang your coats and like have this as your little, I don't know, where you take off your shoes and stuff.
Well, yeah. And then, I see. So this is an understair. So then, you're talking about the age of this home, right? We're guessing it's in the 1880s.
Yeah.
And you can look at the front here. When you come into the front, is there a light? No, there's no light. This would have been a traditional foyer, right? Where everyone would have done the greeting of their guests. And this was probably the parlor over here to the right. And then you've got your phone ledge here. That's your phone ledge where you would have sat and used your phone. So this could be a really fun little thing, like you said, to make it's the front entrance of the house, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be where people come in and land. Where would you put a closet?
I don't think we put a closet.
You just want to do like little hanging things?
We put like a coat rack here because you can't dig in to these.
Are these
There's not
plaster?
enough space.
Oh, yeah.
There's like not enough space.
No.
Where would a closet go? You'd go right through.
Yeah. But that would be a nice little use of that, especially in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah,
you got to have coats.
Yeah, and like with this stuff, you got to get creative.
Yeah.
It's all about where you're spending your money, right? Like spending it in the right places, but still trying to modernize things. So that's why we took out the walls. There was something here at some point.
Yeah.
We took this down. I don't remember what it was, but there was a wall here where your electric panel is. And we took that out because like now it's all about being open.
I wonder what that was. Why
It
would
was
there be
just a wall that separated the bathroom from this room, obviously, and then separated your electric panel. It was just weird.
Like a pony wall almost like just a half wall?
Yeah, but there was really no real purpose.
Well, obviously this is original base and original floor planks.
Yeah.
So that would have had to have been there because that's still the original piece.
Yeah.
It's not like it was cut at one point. Interesting.
And then this is bathroom. So obviously master bedroom, master bathroom. They actually have a pretty sick shower.
And do you think this was no, probably not because of the framing. So this is probably part of the original house.
But it's like the bathroom to nowhere.
The bathroom to nowhere. Oh my.
Because you open it up and it goes straight outside.
What are you going to do with this? This can't be this way.
We're going to cover it up.
Okay.
We're going to cover it up.
Okay.
Because, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't know what it used to be, but I don't think it obviously wasn't a bathroom.
I wonder if it was like a mud space.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
So now instead of having a mudroom here, it's a bathroom, which they did.
Yeah.
So our mudroom is really that first room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it was probably a mud room, I would assume. of some sort.
So this was a door that also led outside. It's not in use anymore. So most likely, this is a rental house because it's not easy to sell.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna cash flow pretty well for a rental. That's at least our idea right now.
So walk us through that then. So if
Okay.
you came to this house, how did you first come in and try to analyze it? What did you say? What did you do? What were your questions to yourself?
Well, before I got in the house, is that what you mean? Before?
Yeah, like you decided to come look at this house. Why?
So, well, the guy called. I mean, we look at almost every house that someone calls us on, right? But really, I mean, we analyzed the property. I asked the guy what he wanted for it, and he wanted a decent price for relative to, what things were selling for around here. So, and then I got in, and there were a lot of challenges with this house, which were like, obviously how that looked. So Matt and I went through it again, and we talked about moving the walls around. But that's why, we bought it because he sold it at the right price. And that's really why we buy stuff. Okay. Because it sells at the right price.
And then you analyzed it to either be a flip, to sell, or rent.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And how are you asking how we came to it? Mm-hmm. Well, you come to a flip house because how much equity you can take out, which is how much money you've built into your house, is going to determine what you want to do with it. So if you can take out $50,000 of equity by selling your house, well, now you have $50,000 to do other things with, to buy more houses with, and either take that equity out or rent. But if you can cash flow enough on your house to where you deem it worth keeping, well, then you keep that house because the equity that you would take out isn't as valuable as the cash you'd get from it. So that's how we determined it. And there's numbers that we use to break this down. But really, I think the biggest determination of why we would keep this house is because it's going to be hard to sell, but it's going to be easy to rent.
Okay.
So why is it going to be hard to sell? It's a weird house. It doesn't mean it won't sell, but there's going to be doors that aren't uncovered. There's a weird bathroom. We don't know what we're doing with the back yet. And maybe we decide at the end, like, hey, worth selling. We know it's going to sell. But this area in Beloit is something that I think is up and coming. So it's like, if we hang on to this, it cash flows, in 10 years, we could sell it. We bought it at X, well, now we can sell it. Say we bought it at 10,000 or 20,000, and today it's gonna be worth 100,000 after we fix it all up. Well, in 10 years, it might be worth 170,000. So we've made cash on it, and we've 7X
and your
investment.
Right, and you're able to utilize that as a portfolio piece that you can then leverage in other things in different ways. And that's a great thing about this topic. And whoever's watching, if you guys want to talk about this, reach out. All of the contact info is right below this video. This is a conversation you love to have with people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're thinking of investing, this is the conversations you would have. This is what you would talk about. And Imani does this every day, some days, multiple times a day. So
let's check out upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs is interesting.
Yeah, original stairs, which you can always tell because there's such an angle and the tread is so much more narrow. Okay.
Here's our beautiful bathroom.
Oh, this is just lovely. Yeah, this is a 50s edition.
How can you tell?
Well, the color of the tile, the shape of the tile, the floor tile, the little niches, the mirror, those are all things. And this would have been more like 1800 colors and 20s.
Okay.
In the greens. Yeah.
Michelle has a secret skill. She's recognizing old architecture. I do not have that skill.
I don't know why I know all of that. It's hilarious.
And this is the top bedroom. So it's a 3-bed. I think we'll probably keep it a 3-bed. Well, I'll show you the other bedroom. It's that little room.
But actually, this is pretty spacious to have the sloped walls.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
6'4".
So look, put your hands up. You're 6'4" and you're still with all the space there. That's actually interesting.
Yeah, this is a good size room here. And it's right next to the bathroom, so it's almost like another master bed.
And a big closet. For this era of home, that's ginormous. Okay. People didn't have a lot of clothes in the 1880s, so they didn't need big closets. Oh, and look, a bonus sink. I'm sure you'll leave that.
Yeah. But this is so like the question is, how do we turn this into something that we're either going to flip or rent? Like one of the things that we have to do there, obviously paint and do the floors. Yep. But there are problems here that are hard to spot right away, we can show you some more. There's a cool foundation.
Okay, let's go down. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, hold up, Imani. Before we go though, this is actually a thing in an older home. This is probably asbestos tile, right?
Yeah.
I would assume. So what's that going to mean to the budget and to the process?
Well, I don't know, Madison, no, to be completely honest, I've never worked with asbestos tile before.
Yeah.
But what I assume is, I've worked with it on ceilings, not floors, I suppose. And on ceilings, it's hard to just cover. You kind of have to do something. You have to remedy it somehow.
Yeah, it's definitely an abatement situation. So they'll have to come in and take this out, and that has to be sealed. And then when it's removed and clean, and you get the clean certificate, then you can come in and add new floors.
Do you think you can't just put new floors down?
You can lay on top of it as long as they've not been disturbed.
Okay, you can what is disturbed?
Meaning like ripped up and started to flake and peel and chip and everything.
Do this look like a chip one?
No, looks like the paint is. They've been painted over.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's definitely a thing. And the good thing about what you guys do, what we do as a team, is that we don't leave anything undone. Everything's always done properly, and everything is always done to the best possible ability. So when someone comes into, a Living in Midwest Life house, or a flip or a rental, whatever it is, they know it's done.
Yeah, that's why I'm not the only one flipping these.
That's right, that's right. You find them and buy them, and then you bring in the crew, right?
That's what we got to do.
Okay.
What do you think about this?
It's obviously, an aesthetic from years past, but you do have this little bit of storage here. That would have been your upstairs linen.
So, like the idea, what we do with most of our stuff, right, is we paint it.
Yeah.
This kind of gray, a little less blue maybe than that.
Mm-hmm. This is more industrial gray.
Yeah, so okay, so if we paint this gray, what color would you
You could do, you know what you could do? You could do like more of a charcoal. You could have more of like just an offset color, like a deep version.
Yeah, how hard is it? Do you have much experience painting straight wood?
Well, you have to sand it, obviously, get the varnish off.
That's the part, that's an added expense.
It's definitely an added expense. But you could just leave it because it's very character filled to this house.
But then what color would you paint
You wouldn't paint it, you would just leave this.
No, what color would you paint the wall?
Oh, well, we would just have to pick a color scheme for the house. So you could do like a grayish.
That's what we have to do.
Grayish.
We have to do more color schemes and get a little bit more, part of this whole thing is streamlining it because we have so many houses.
Yeah.
Like streamlining something so it's just easy every time. But I think some of these, like the character that we can put in it makes it fun.
It does. Well, that's the thing. Like if you can come in and take out these old railings, you can come in, rip this out, you can paint this something, but then you've taken away the character that a lot of people that want older homes are looking for.
Right.
So if you use like a grayish where it's a gray beige mix, then you can pretty much do whatever and the rest of your tile choices and finishes and such. And then maybe just leave this, clean it up a little bit and leave it to have that character.
Yeah. And one thing to think about is if we were going to keep this a rental, one thing to think about is how do we make it as child-proof, renter-proof as possible?
Mm-hmm.
So like how much money are we going to really spend making it look as nice as it can if we don't want to sell it? Those are things that we have to think about when we're analyzing things, because we'll spend more money when we want to sell something because obviously the potential is there to sell it for whatever we've decided through our comps.
Mm-hmm.
But if we keep it as a rental, the rental price that we can get is more generalized. It's more, if you're getting $1,500 in one area, it's really hard to take one house and get $1,650 for it.
Right.
And it's just because it's competing things. It's because it's more about the area than it is the house specifically. How safe do people feel in this area? How close is it to schools, amenities? That's more of that's not all of what people care about, but that's a good thing to determine.
Yeah, that's actually very, very true. And so, I don't know. I think that a rental then is a great opportunity to go in and have a mix of character and a mix of refresh and a mix of new. And then that way you're not stripping the house all the way down to nothing.
We should, we should present some stuff to John. Yeah. Just like what we think. We should, we can underwrite some stuff.
Watch your head, 6'4" person. I knocked my head coming up.
So this is the other room. And this was I think the idea is to turn
I'm gonna step over this sink real quick.
I think the idea is to turn it into an office.
Oh, this will be a perfect office. Look at that.
This was the same wall that we saw in the other room.
Oh, so wonder what is the point of this?
A closet.
But there's nothing there.
Because there's no closet in this room to make it a true bedroom.
I know, but there's nothing like hanging or there's no true
Well, this
closet.
is probably what they used as a closet, and then they probably had like a shower curtain. Not really, but like something like a shower curtain.
Yeah.
With like little hangers on. So it could be a legal bedroom, because without it, you can't be a legal bedroom without another door. So I think the guy was using all 3 of these rooms so he could get more rent to pay his mortgage.
Yeah.
So he could make this a legal room.
I would totally take this mess out though.
I know.
Yeah, and look at this. This would be a great office because this is original glass. You see the wavy original glass?
Yeah.
And then this, if you could maybe keep this stained, that would be a beautiful room with that grayish paint and keep it into that more, Scandinavian type aesthetic. That would be beautiful.
Yeah. This is what it comes back to, right? It's like, the guy's not wrong when he's like, oh, well, I want more rent.
Right.
Therefore, I have to have more rooms.
Yeah, right.
So that's the idea behind it, which is not a bad idea. So like for highest and best use.
Wow, that's well constructed. But no, you're right. And also this would be a phenomenal, since you are doing single family rental for this with this original wainscoting like that. Oh my goodness, this would be perfect office.
If you're thinking sales, it's an office.
If you're thinking rental,
it's already a room. So the question is, do you get more money for using this as a room? That's the question we have to answer. I don't know.
Yeah, but that wall would have to, as you said, has to be shored up and done properly.
I think we're going to do some of this wall either way, because look at it. Check this out.
I mean, it's like see right through it. Yeah.
Like you can, literally.
You can see right through there.
Stick your hand through here.
Yeah.
So it's not really a true wall. And I think the wall used to be here.
Yep.
You can see it.
You can see that there. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what this used to be.
I wonder, what would this have been? It's so small.
Cute.
I don't even know. It's not even like maybe a parlor, because a parlor would have an open sliding door here from the front. And that didn't. That was just an open space.
Well, you don't know, because...
I don't. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's what that probably was. This is like a receiving ring.
Yeah, the mysteries of the 1880s.
Mysteries of the 1880s, right?
This was. I don't know what it's going to be.
Okay.
So, then obviously, I know the kitchen is like...
The kitchen's actually quite large.
It's a big kitchen.
I mean, it really is.
You know, it's hard to see the potential here right now.
Not really. I can see it. Do you think you'll put more uppers here? Are you going to leave the stove over here?
Yeah.
And rebuild all of that? And then that's the fridge, obviously.
Either the fridge goes there, or we have this little nook for another fridge. I don't know if we're going to make that... I don't know. Maybe that should be the pantry.
Oh, that would be a pantry for sure. You gotta have a pantry.
Because then we took out the other one.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Because there's your fridge wall right by your cooking area. And then that's your pantry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
And then, it goes back to the same thing, like the colors, the vibe. What is the vibe that we want for this place?
I think a cool Scandinavian, simple, clean.
What is like a Scandinavian?
It's like the cream with the natural woods and the blacks and the whites and the grays. It's very simple and clean and bright and airy and neutral.
We gotta come up with like some color palettes.
Yeah.
Some more, I know I was saying this before, but some more diverse colors that we can go to so we can streamline that.
Yeah, it's like this one gets package A, package B, package C. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
What we should do.
That's what all the big builders do for a reason, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's,
no lie.
Yeah.
And like if we're gonna do this many houses a year, we do 30.
You gotta have
40.
it streamlined.
We gotta have something streamlined, but then we have more packaging, more diversity in our stuff.
Yeah, we should work on that. Work on the color packages and just that whole concept of, okay, if you're going to do this color scheme, then this denotes the color of the tile and the paint color and your tile color choices and all of that. And then that's way, say, Matt, this is a package B. And then he doesn't think about the communication that would cut down and the time that would cut down and save. And obviously anything to do with a flip is time.
Yeah.
It's 100% time, right?
Absolutely. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Time and then highest and best use.
Yes, absolutely.
Those two things are like critical, and then buying the rent, of course.
Got to start at the beginning, right?
This is another thing that we have to look at is like, check out this fence. This fence kind of sucks. It's wavy.
Yeah, but that's again, is that a value where we are? Would that be a value to go in and change the fence?
I don't think we get our money back to redo it like completely, but I think we might get our money back to paint it.
Oh, painting it, yeah.
Yeah, again, depending on if we're gonna sell it. If we're gonna rent it, I don't think we get like that much more rent for that. So. We also have to take into account what renter pool we want. And then we have this little piece of shed back here that was also a room at one point.
Okay. All right then. So do you want to go look at the foundation? Are we going to go down into the basement, obviously?
No.
Oh, outside?
We should better look outside.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the deal with the foundation then?
So you can't really see it now, but here, there's all this, so it's just wood. So there's obviously brick, and then there's wood that goes up to this point. All this wood right here is rotted out. So it could be a bigger problem. Okay. For us, we're lucky it wasn't that big a problem, because what can happen is this can start to lean. If it's heavy on this side, it can lean and then cause all sorts of problems inside. Now, is this something that they fixed? No, we did this already. Yeah. Okay. Matt and Pat, our contractor, fixed this together. Here's our door to nowhere. There's your your magical bathroom door. Yeah. And see stuff like this, we have to power wash this. See, this was an addition at some point. Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, well, look at the foundation. You've got a stone block, and then you've got original 18 something stone, and then there's your former chimney. Yep. Right? Yep. And you can see where that was the original footprint of the house. Yep. Which is why that's the back door. Yeah. Good one. Yes, see? Absolutely. That's why you like to know the age of things, because you can figure out these little mysteries. Yep. And there's our stairs. And there's your stairs. I don't think you should use those, Imani. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to figure out. This shed is a doozy. Is it even open? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's in there? Is it clean? Oh, yeah. Well, that's not quite, I wouldn't take this out by any stretch, right? No. Right. Oh, yeah. It looks good. This was great for people to store their lawn or whatever. Yeah, there's some stuff that we have to do. There's some rot there. So, it's not a big deal. This is just plywood. But it's also not that this has to be weatherproof, so to speak. No, it's just a storage piece. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totally. You're 100% right. Yeah, this is fantastic to put all of your lawn stuff in and keep that in here. And it's right here by the yard, which is access, I wish just great. I wish there was some kind of cheat code to make. We're just gonna have to put a fresh coat of paint. Yeah. Which can be challenging in Wisconsin in February. Yeah, seriously. But it's been warm. It has been amazing. So, just to spruce it up and make it look new. This is that water stuff I was talking about. And maybe Matt can look at that and see, what's the easiest way? Would it be maybe cutting it? Maybe. And then adding, sealing, and painting. Yeah, maybe. Instead of replacing all. Yeah. And it's lumber, so it's not cheap. It's not crazy. But still, if you could cut half or a quarter down there just on the wet. Yeah. To this mark, the water mark. And then I wonder where the water came from. This must have been dirt. Oh, this is probably dirt up to here. And then that's why it's been dug out for some reason. And look at that tree. Oh, I know. Poor tree. I don't really love that. I know. He's a little frightening. His root system goes all the way through here. Okay, and then this is the garage. Yeah. Obviously. So then you've got a little walkway here. And then I'm guessing this would have been... Well, obviously they built this garage on when they built the addition on. So... Yeah, probably. There's a bunch more construction stuff in there. Is it in here? Okay. Yeah, it's the stuff we removed. I can't even see. Okay. Well, this is probably more like a 20s ad, 30s because of the door. But, you're keeping it, right? The garage door? Mm-hmm. Just this? Yeah. Okay. You're keeping it, right? The garage?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna tear it down. I like rebuilding stuff.
Just tear
No, we'll keep it.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay. All right. So then I guess what we'll do for this one is you want to just, bring everybody back in what? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah,
What do you
I think
think?
it gets finished at the end of February.
Oh, it's
so-
finished at the end of February?
Yeah, because all we have to do is really paint and put floor down. We have to paint the cabinets. We have to figure out what to do with our shed. The foundation's fixed already.
Okay.
We don't have to put like a roof on it. So all of, a good contractor can come in here and do it in a couple days.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we'll definitely come back when it's done.
Yeah.
And do a tour then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
We're at our next house in Beloit. It's right down the street. Michelle and I just walked through it. We took another video. So one thing that we're thinking on this house is the ARV on it wasn't that high when we bought it. So the ARV is the after repair value. But there's a house right down the street that is going for $220. And when we originally ran this house, it was at $110. So for an ARV. So
Wow, that's crazy different.
yeah, and so one thing that we're like analyzing is we'll go outside and show you, but the outside of the house is pretty terrible. The inside of it looks good though.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, the inside of it looks really good. Most of this kitchen was already here, so we got to save a lot on the kitchen.
Oh, that's good.
And then as we said, we're just doing our normal thing, our gray on white stuff, but
New floors, obviously.
yeah, new floors, new paint. They're doing a new bathroom upstairs, but
Okay.
outside.
This is great though. Did you open that wall? Oh, it was already open.
This was a step up. It was like a strip club.
Oh,
Had like an elevated platform.
Okay,
Let's
that was
go.
for the evening entertainment.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so we can check out the outside. And you'll
I'm
see
going to teach you this stuff. What is this little niche right here? What would that have been used for?
a pantry for not for like brooms, like a broom closet.
Telephone.
That's where they used to keep those things. They could just put them in their pocket.
They were in the main hall so everybody can share.
So
All right, Imani.
So look, check it out. There's a house right down the street here. I don't know if you can see that sign.
The sign. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
So that house is super nice and new on the outside and the inside.
Okay.
And if you look at our house,
Let's see.
it's not
Oh, no, it's not as nice.
super new on the outside.
Nor nice.
So one thing, we're thinking, siding's like pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And so questions that we're asking are like, well, can we make this cost effective? Should we do the siding and go for an ARV of like 140? Could we get that in this neighborhood? Because like I said, when we originally ran it was 110, but they're at 220 and they're trying to break, nothing over here is broken 200. So they're trying to break that.
They're trying to completely reset the comp. Yeah.
But it's been 70 days since it's been on, or maybe more. So that's something that we're like struggling with is, do we redo the siding? We obviously have to paint the stuff. You can see like the window.
If you painted the trim and power washed, could you use the vinyl paint?
Well, this is
and
kind of
paint
the question.
siding?
See, I don't think that this is power washable right here. Like this is,
That's just paint. That's just wear. Yeah,
So-
that's not dirt. That's wear.
so no.
You could paint vinyl. You can paint siding. There's paint for that.
How much will it be?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to check into the amount that you need.
Yeah,
But it's literally paint that you can paint vinyl siding with.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Matt's thought of that. And either we're deciding on it, or for some reason, maybe it was because it was too cold we couldn't do it. But now that it's like starting to warm up, maybe we can.
Yeah.
The other thing that we were going back and forth on is, again, is this going to be a rental? Because what we want to do is keep everything and this price point in Beloit, because we believe that Beloit's going to continue to go up in price, because there's a lot of good things happening economically here.
Okay.
So if we were to keep it, it's that same problem as we wouldn't paint it or do any of the siding right now,
Yeah.
because we'd spend a lot of money and not necessarily get that back in rent.
And
So-
then wait. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we'd probably just wait for 5 years, so it's a normal exit time, wait for 5 years,
and then do whatever we needed to do, or just sell it as it is, because at that time it's appreciated so much. We could just sell it and we would have made whatever money that we made on it, plus the appreciation. So that's kind of the thought here.
Okay. Do you want to go back in and take a look at what you've done upstairs, or what do you think?
You want to? You want to go see the bathroom?
Let's just go see the bathroom.
Let's go see the bathroom. The bathroom.
There's a whole story for this bathroom. Why?
Yeah, we had cauterized plumbing we had to take out. And the bathroom had just a tub and no shower. So we had to run new plumbing, which cost a lot. And then there was no shower, so we're putting a shower in there now.
Okay, let's go see.
Hey, Hadio, did we decide that we're putting the shower like back here? We're doing what you said?
Sorry,
We're closing this window off and then putting the shower here?
Yeah.
And then bathtub?
In the toilet
Toilet?
and
Vanity? Cool.
That's gonna look great. Very cool. Okay,
We
excellent.
appreciate you.
the shower is no.
All right, thank you, Hadio.
What was the price?
$3,000.
Okay, that's a huge value.
Well, we had a $30,000 or a $40,000 budget on it, and we're at 20. Maybe 25 now.
Okay.
So we're making out really good because we're almost done with the house. So we had some room to play in the budget. That's why we were kind of thinking about doing the siding, because we had some extra room in it, so we could fix it. But it's going to depend on our exit strategy.
Yeah,
If we're going to rent it or not.
Okay, well, this one's actually very cool. It's a lot farther along than the first house.
Yeah.
But then, as always, the big reveal is the big thing. So we'll definitely come back.
Yeah, if it gets staged and do all that and see, we'll talk about it again though.
Okay, cool.